Hi guys, Artiar here. So for this video is about who should you summon for the upcoming patch here. So the recently one we have Fushi, we have Matteo, we have Ahmed, and then the upcoming patch one we have Chuyao, Lian, and Ginny. So who should you summon for, and if you want, how many copies should you actually aim for? Okay, so the first one here is Fushi. Okay, Fushi here is a bit tricky. So if you are interested at the upcoming Esper, which is the upcoming Shimmer, the what's that called again? Wu Yu. If you want to play Wu Yu, because Wu Yu is a defender Shimmer and Fushi is a defender Esper, and he is one of the best Esper in PvP to actually counter and combo. So if you are actually interested in Fushi playing with Chuyao, Wu Yu, then you want to actually get him at least one copy, but it's not that rush to actually get a one copy from the current patch here, because you can actually use the wish function here to pick the unowned Esper. So you can just, if you just want one copy, just get him from the wish selection banner here, so you don't have to miss out. But if you're trying to play Fushi in a meta team in PvP and PvE as well, then you might want to instantly get him to R6, which I don't really recommend for, because if you are not a spender, especially as a free-to-play player, you don't have a lot of Wishstone, don't go for R6 Fushi, because the value of consuming your Wishstone isn't that worth. But if you're asking like, in terms of if you're asking like if he is good in PvP, yes, he is good in PvP when he is R6. He's good in PvE when he is R6. But if you are talking about like the value of using the Wishstone with the discount here, I don't really encourage you guys to actually go for Fushi, unless you want to play him with Embla as a team combo for fun. Then you can actually get one copy maximum. You don't have to go R2, you don't have to go R4, you don't have to go R6. I mean R6 if you want to play the meta team, of course, but or else I won't recommend you to actually go for it. Then for Matteo, if you are trying to get a R2 Matteo, yes, you can actually consider about it, because Matteo R2 here will actually make him doesn't need crit rate, but it isn't necessary to actually go for. It's like good to have, but not a must. But he have a slightly higher priority than Ahmed here. Okay, so if Ahmed R2, I would say it's something good to go, but I would not suggest you to actually use your Wishstone on Ahmed, because it did give some extra speed bonus from the passive, but you don't really use Ahmed in a lot of places now, especially in like PvP content. You won't use him that often now, right? But so I would say it isn't a rush to actually get Ahmed's resonance. So if from our current patch here, if you really have to get one copy, I would recommend you get Matteo if you want to really get a one single copy, or R2 Matteo is worth. Like R0 or R2 is the good spot to stop. Then for Ahmed, I would say maybe just skip him, don't even bother about it. And then Fushi here, maybe get one copy if you want to play him with Embla for fun, or if you want to pair him with the Wu Yu, the upcoming Shimmer Esper, then you might want to actually consider get one copy. But because if you're just considering getting one copy, you can just use the function at the wish selection pool here, unless you're getting high reso for them. So I would say three of them isn't the high priority, but Matteo and Fushi you can actually consider about getting them. Okay, so for the upcoming patch rate up Esper, we're gonna have Chuyao, Lian, and Ginny. So this is a very tough choice, especially we're gonna have Artiar soon, and then with the new Chronos. So Chuyao here, I would recommend at least get one copy here, if you, because based on design, based on his kit, it's like really good. And from what he's having with his kit, with all the sear and defend break he's gonna apply, all the calamity buff, defend down buff, and the spirit aegis here, even though it cannot proc the assist from the relief set and avatar set, but it makes him a very good Esper, especially in Chronos and all PvE content, and a very high potential in PvP as well. So I need more testing on him for when he go until global server, but since he's at the upcoming banner, it isn't a rush. But if you really want to get Chuyao, I would say get one copy is enough for now. Yeah, I would say at least get one copy for Chronos, and the Chronos, as I mean, is like 17 above, because he's what he's able to provide is very good, and for future proof as well, because the Calamity set, even though it wouldn't work on bosses, it is really a future proof buff. And if you are planning to go R6 for him, I will need the testing for him for R6 first before I can give you a conclusion. But the R6 is very interesting here because you can permanently reduce the attack. Maybe this work on boss as well. I'll try this in global server with my account, or maybe with other whales account. Then the shield strength here is very good for PvP. So if you're planning to R6, I would say it's not a bad idea. It's like worth it, but maybe you might want to wait for my R6 testing video before you do your before you do your final decision. Then for Lien here, definitely go for a minimum R2, because Lien has been so good in all content in the game. It's like PvE, you're gonna need Lien for the best survivability, you're gonna need Lien for the PvP as well. She won't be replaced by any kind of shield as well healer, at least for now. And if you want to plan to get Lien, I would recommend to get her till R6, but if you don't have the Wishstone to get her to R6, I would say at least minimum go for R2, because you really need Lien's R2 effect. When the bubble pops, you're gonna get an extra turn. So if you build her with Ocean Wave, you have actually a chance to rerun the S3 after the S3 proc. So this is a very important result. So if you have a R0 Lien, if you don't have, get her from the Wish selection banner, then you use the 70 discount from the banner to get her until R2. Everything from Lien here is very good, like R2 effect, R4 effect, R6 effect, and the stats bonus. Everything here is going to be so good for Lien. So I would say Lien have the higher priority than Chuyao here if you consider about survivability for PvE and PvP as well. So Lien is very worth the resonance and your Wishstone as well. Then for Genie here, it's a bit awkward situation here, is because Genie used to be very strong in PvP, and she only excelled in PvP, right? So she used to be very strong, but she kind of fell off the moment Rival Rune implement in the game for Genie, because Genie is no longer using Ocean Wave in Rival Rune. Like she's still one of the best counter for Ana, especially if you're gonna use Genie in warm-up match to fight against Ana in warm-up match. Genie is still one of your best pick to actually counter Ana, just that because in auto mode her AI is a bit weird. Sometimes it will target on Maybe, sometimes it target Ana, which is kind of weird, and her value kind of slip off a bit in the auto content. So if you're still looking for a counter to Ana, if you don't have a counter for Ana yet, then maybe it's worth to get Genie to R2. The reason why you need R2 Genie to make her functionable is because you need the R2 effect, greens an extra turn from the Shimmer Flame here, right? So you want to cast S2 to get the stack first, then you get the extra turn, then you cast S3. This is a very important resonance for Genie if you really want to play Genie for Ana counter. But if you already have a way to counter Ana by yourself, then Genie isn't that high priority. But if you don't have an Ana counter and if you're looking for one, then R2 Genie might be a choice for you. But I would not recommend to get Genie R0 by using Wishstone. But if you have a Genie R0 and then you can use 140 Wishstone to instantly get one Genie, then I would recommend for it. But within these three as per here, I have to pick a highest priority, I would definitely say Lien. Get as many resonance for Lien, because Lien is always the best survival Esper for you. Shield Esper and Heal Esper, she's always the best, and she's a very future-proof Esper. But Lien will get countered by Chuyao's R6 effect because of the shield strength received here. But how many of you is going for Chuyao R6, right? So if you're not a high-end player in PvP, you don't have to really worry about Chuyao R6 effect to Lien. But Lien is gonna help you in everywhere, any kind of content, as long as you need survivability. So I would say a Lien's priority is higher than Chuyao, but it really depends on your decision, right? So that's all for my advice and my tips and tricks for you guys about choosing which Esper you're going for. But if you are not really sure yet, and if the current patch one, the Fushi patch one, if you don't really want anything thing, and if you're not really sure within 3 of them, you can actually wait for the anniversary patch, the one that we already leak out the pinger. Maybe you can consider that again, right? I'll always make a video who to pick the Esper again, then maybe you can reconsider that again, right? So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and see you guys in the next video. Bye bye. Special thanks for the direct support on the YouTube membership. So for the benefactor of Artiar, which is Gen MP, Rosas15, Molkert Regili, thank you so much for the support, and special thanks to Merlin William for the highest tips giver in my live stream. Thank you so much for the support, and for the supporter and patron of Artiar, which is Louis Schneider, Agni, Jemai, Code Wardeners, Wang Tamer, Ziggy, Kamaruki, Sunwaltz, Rimu, Choni, Racketus, Cult Worshipper, Von Hexa, Luxley, Rawson Bessie. Thank you so much for the support, and special thanks to every supporter who have reached 1 month streak and 3 month streak in my content. So hope you guys enjoy the video, and see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.